Hi, my name is Lisney Ibáñez. I'm studying environmental engineering. I have 22 years old. I will tell you about all the pandemics that have occurred in history. The first pandemic, Justinian plague. The 6th century plague was a devastating epidemic. It first happened in Egypt in AD 541. It reached Constantinople, the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. In 542, and then spread throughout the empire eastward to Persia and the parts of southern Europe. The symptoms are the main symptoms were bubonic, pneumonic, and septicemic, difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, chest pain, constant cough that may contain blood, fever above 38 Celsius, constant chills. The reflection going beyond the exaggerated figures. A fraction could seriously affect the economy as well as the general psychological state of the population. As time passed, people seemed to accept the catastrophe. The second pandemic, Black Death. It was one of the largest pandemics to plague humanity, specifically Europe, Asia, and North Africa. This occurred during the 14th century, reaching its maximum peak between the years 1345 and 1350. This pandemic was caused by a bacterium that was transmitted through the fleas of rats. The symptoms are fever above 38 Celsius, constant chills, very severe headache, excessive tiredness, very swollen or stored lymph nodes, which are popularly called buboes, difficulty in breathing, shortness of breath, chest pain, constant cough, and that may contain blood. And the reflection are this pandemic had great economic effects with a complete recession, minimal trade and agriculture, and the drastic population decrease and cultivate areas. Going beyond the impact on the economy, it also generated high levels of malnutrition and poverty. It took a long time to obtain the improvement of the details of both the economy and human health. The pandemic Spanish flu. The Spanish flu of the 1918 was one of the first global pandemics that humanity experienced. Initially, that Spanish flu only appeared in the United States, but in a few months it spread throughout Europe and on the rest of the world, affecting India, Southeast Asia, Japan, China, Central America, and South America. The symptoms: muscle and joint pain, intense headache, insomnia, fever above 38, excessive tiredness, difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, inflammation of the larynx, pharynx, teeth, and bronchi, pneumonia, abdominal pain. The reflection are the records of the time show use a little beyond the pandemic, in which the details of what was happening at that time were shown to use, showing use empire street employees who didn't go to their jobs and people with great fear who would not share to leave their homes for fear of running into those who suffered from influenza and who desperately needed help. The last pandemic is COVID 19. The virus belongs to a hitherto unknown strain of coronavirus, a family of pathogens ranging from common cold to severe acute respiratory syndrome. It is. It appeared in China in December 2019 and causes a disease called COVID 19, which spread throughout the world and was declared a global pandemic by the World Health Organization. The symptoms are fever or chills, cough, difficulty breathing, feeling short of breath, fatigue, muscle and body ache, headache, resting loss of smells or taste, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea. The reflection it is one of the largest pandemics in the world, which doesn't make you take a trip back in the time about the pandemics that have happened in the history of humanity, which is going beyond affecting the world economy because they probably increase affecting patients, teachers, and business. Just as the day go by, more people are dead, both children, young people, adults, and the elderly is a disease that doesn't respect any age, gender, or social status.